Hi, I'm Joanne Lema and I'm founder of After50Living.com. You know, retirement income, the form in which we retake the money that's going to sustain us throughout our many years, hopefully, of retirement, is of concern to many of us. Should we be taking a monthly income stream or should we be taking a lump sum? And so we've asked certified financial planner Rosemary Boyd to answer that question. She has over 25 years of experience, and she's the founder and president of Boyd Financial Strategy, which is headquartered in Worcester, Massachusetts. She's a genuine after 50er, so she's really thought about these issues on a personal level as well as on a professional level. And she's also a graduate of Northeastern University. Why don't we just give a listen now to what Rosemary has to say.
Thank you, Joanne. This is another really hot topic, and it's probably along the lines, the decisions here are as important as the decisions you'd be making about your Social Security, because in a lot of ways there's similar considerations. I want to just speak in generalities first before I go through the steps. In my 30 years of practice, I can tell you that almost always the monthly pension comes out much better than the lump sum. So that's kind of a preface for what I want to say. Again, the steps in making the choice is you want to look at how much the monthly income is predicated on life expectancy. It's simply what happens is your company takes your pension money, buys an income annuity for your life or the joint life of you and your spouse if you are married. So you want to figure out roughly, how much that's going to pay out. Now, if you beat the life expectancy, it'll still continue paying, but at least if you take the number over your life expectancy, it gives you a benchmark. Then what you do is you take your lump sum and you see how long that would last if you were to receive the same income that you do from the monthly payment. So what you do is let's assume your lump sum in this environment is earning, use a 2% rule, because that's really roughly what your monthly income would be earning. So you take your lump sum, use a 2% interest assumption, and then use the current number for your monthly income and see how long the lump sum under those circumstances would produce that income. That gives you a benchmark. Now, chances are the income is not going to last as long as it is with the monthly income, which goes for life. So then the next thing you have to do is say, okay, how much risk do I have to assume if I take my lump sum and invest it? How much risk do I have to assume to be able to get the same monthly payment for approximately the same length of time? And when you look at that, you've got to remember that you're not assuming any risk with your monthly income, because that's fixed. So right there, when you look at that, you'll see that you probably have to at least earn 8% or better. And then you have to question and ask yourself, is this something that I can reasonably achieve with reasonable safety? And the answer will probably be no. So the positives about your monthly income choice is you can never outlive it. It is steady. There's no investment risk. And you actually can have spousal protection because you can take a joint and survivor income. The negatives are that you may not have an inflation adjustment that's provided with the monthly amount. You need to look at that. The positives to a lump sum is you have a big influx of cash and you can choose to invest it however you choose. The negatives are you could lose a lot of that lump sum and have very little left. I'll give you a personal example from my practice. Back in the 90s, someone came to me with that decision, and her lump sum was the equivalent of earning, not her lump sum, I'm sorry, her monthly income was the equivalent of earning 12% in the stock market forever. Unfortunately, this person did not listen to me, chose the lump sum, and then the market crashed shortly after. So, it was one of the many market corrections. So, once you've made this decision, it's irreversible. So again, the negatives to a lump sum is market risk, because you have to invest. Doesn't return a steady income, because your investment return isn't always the same, and you could lose your money. So those are the things you have to consider when making that choice. And again, I guess my final word is don't be greedy.